Let's move on now. When the Prime Minister of Papua New Guinea, James Marape, touched Prime Minister Narendra Modi's feet, the unique gesture of respect created a stir across the world. His humility and the warm welcome he gave to visiting Indian Prime Minister made headlines. He told Prime Minister Modi, "We are victims of global power play," and referring to Prime Minister Modi, he asserted that you are the leader of Global South. WION's principal diplomatic correspondent Siddhant Sibbal, who is in Sydney, had a candid conversation with James Marape. Here now is a part of the interview.
Sir, you also pointed out during your address the impact of the Russia-Ukraine conflict on your country. If you can elaborate for our viewers the impact of the conflict on your country in terms of the inflationary pressure your country is facing, and perhaps also talk about the region as well.
I was using that as a case in point to point out that, politics or geopolitics or conflict elsewhere has an impact on economies globally. And we import the cost of fuel rise, for instance, to our local economies. The fuel that is being imported into the Pacific Island countries to ensure that they have electricity supply has the price of that inflation cost as a result.
Sir, this week also saw a pact being signed with the Americans, the Papua New Guinea-US pact. If you can talk about that, do you think that it will promote stability in the region?
Other relationship we have with every other nation have our own peculiar aspects of relationship. With US, we're having now a specific defense cooperation agreement that elevates it to a relationship with US instead of a combined shared relationship with other nations of similar value and similar military arrangements. We're now having this specific relation with USA, just like we have specific military corporations with Australia and Indonesia and other nations.
Are you looking at similar defense pacts with India?
As we advance into the future, it's a matter of process and time.
Final question to you is the Chinese role in the Pacific. How do you see China's role in Pacific, bilateral relationship with your country as well? Because in the region, many countries don't have a very positive view about China, whether it's in India, whether it's in Australia.
Well, different countries have different views on each other. Papua New Guinea has a deep and friendly relationship with China that I must admit and indicate to you and for your audience. We don't intend to compromise that relationship with China. Likewise, I want to appreciate the United States of America when we signed the DCA. The DCA doesn't prohibit us from relating with China or any other nation, India included. They give respect to our independence and to our freedom of association with every other nation.
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.